Hello, everyone. I wanted to talk to you about a childhood favourite of mine. Sooty started in 1952 on television. In 1948, Harry Corbett saw a puppet in the window of a shop. It was called Teddy. Then Teddy was a hit. He was told to go on television. Goes on television, needs to give the puppet a bit more character, and shoves his head up a chimney. And he was a bit sooty. In this video, I'm going to talk to you about how much Sooty means to me. Sooty, if it wasn't for Sooty, I wouldn't say the confidence, because I'm not a confident person, but I wouldn't be an entertainer, definitely. I probably wouldn't leave my room. Ironically, as I'll get onto later, I never left my room because I kept on watching Sooty, but that's not the point. Sooty, when I was little, I remember, here's a story. I'm autistic, and I've been very open about that, as I've spoken to about in the past. And I was reading when you have an autism exam, you'll get given like symptoms and things you'll show, symptoms and stuff. And one of them was Harvey can't go out without a puppet on his hand, and that puppet was Sooty. And in fact, there's a school photo. I'm going to see if I can find it. It's buried somewhere. If I can't find it, I'll share it another day. But I'll see if I can hunt it down, because it's so funny and so special to me, because I took a school photo holding Sooty. Ironically, the cameraman kind of lifted it up, so I was cut out. Cause, it's a solidified school photo. I was clearly crying. I was having a proper strop. Hopefully I do find it and do get a copy. Sooty, as I said, is there's this photo which another photo. There's so many photos of me and Sooty. You can't. There's so many Sooty. I remember this time we went on a boat trip, and there was a Sooty episode which was one of my favourite Sooty episodes, called Three Men in a Boat. It's in the Matthew Corbett era, and we went on a boat trip. And because Sooty went on a boat trip in the TV show, Sooty's going on this boat trip, but I'd left him in the car, so I wanted to get Sooty and Sweep. Which sounds cute and innocent, but I wasn't allowed to go get Sooty and Sweep. So for the entire boat trip, I was screaming it. Members of the public loved me. I want to bring your attention to this book. It's called Television Puppet Magic by Ian Adair. It's a book that's not in circulation anymore. The copies, entertainers will probably have them. I've actually got two copies. This copy, and then I've got this version, which is without this paper covering over the top. This one's seen better days. I got this one first, and I bought this one first, and then was given this copy because I was researching for a project, which I'll get onto a little bit later on. And in it, and I've read this bit so much, and I'm not someone who reads at all. I've read this. Wait a second, let me see if I can find it. Hang on. There it is. It's got an article by Harry Corbett, and it's signed. It's not officially signed, obviously, this picture, but it's by Harry Corbett, the inventor of Sooty. He's the creator. He loves it. He used to drill air holes in Sooty's box, and Sweep became a thing. And I've learned so much from this. So I created Sooty. Actually, no, this is one confident thing I was going to bring up. One time I was very struggled to concentrate on work. And one time, I left my Sooty, I think on the playground once, because I used to take him to school with me. And I used to take him on the playground, and then it was brought back, and the teacher put Sooty next to me, in the chair next to me, wedged him in there, so he was a bit stuffed in the chair. And Sooty was sat there, and I apparently did my best work. And I don't know why they didn't let me have Sooty on my hand the whole time. But I used to have a puppet, bring a puppet in me. Ironically, that same puppet used to have a little audio thing. I think I found it ages ago. I remember finding it once, and I nearly cried because I was like, oh my god! But inside it had a little voice. It was Sooty and Sweep as cowboy and Indian. Made no sense to me, but fair enough. It was literally the only ones you could buy. I still don't get why these were made, because Sooty never dressed us as a cowboy, from my understanding. Oh no, he did, didn't he? Did he? He did. I did. I've watched loads of Sooty episodes. I can't remember. I know they did an episode on cowboys that played cowboys and Indians, and I haven't watched that one in a while. I'm going to watch that one after this. And inside it was like this little audio, squeeze the hand on a teddy bear sometimes. This one you squeeze the head, and it would play the Sooty & Co. theme tune. And on it was so funny. It used to be so irritating to everyone else. It never was. It was irritating. Sometimes, but it would trigger so quickly from anything. And I took it to school, and to the point the teacher had to ask my mum politely, "Can you stop bringing them?" Because it used to go off in the middle of a lesson. Because I used to have Sooty with me all the time. In fact, there was this time I used to have all the puppets. I got Sooty. Sweep. I had multiple Sooties, multiple Sweeps. I've got some of them in my loft. I would show them, but they're up in my loft. They're all too small for me because, you know, I've grown up a bit, and I don't want to wear them out because obviously they're so special to me. So I would go get them, but I have tons of Sooties, tons of Sweeps. In fact, I butchered my first Sooty puppet because it had the cowboy hat. So he has just this weird dip for dinner. I just butchered it because I didn't have a Sooty that didn't have it. Plain Sooty. A bare Sooty. And this, I can't remember what I was talking about now. Oh, yeah, I had loads of puppets of Sooty. Loads of puppets of Sweep. I got a Sue, I think, in my final years of primary school. And in, like, secondary school, I got a Scampy puppet. Little Cousin Scampy. Now, Little Cousin Scampy... I love Little Cousin. I love Little Cousin Scampy. He's not in the show anymore. He does feature. He used to be prominent in the show when I was little. But I see why he's gone now. But I understand why they think. It's not me saying bring Little Cousin Scampy back. You know, a bit more. But I do understand to kind of, it was getting a bit too packed. There was quite a few characters going in, and it was just like, okay, can we calm things down a little bit now? There's so much going on, which I'll get onto a bit later on. I'll show you the Little Cousin Scampy puppet because it's in my room with me. Little Cousin Scampy puppet means so much to me. I can show you it. It doesn't really fit me, but it's, yeah. Well, I took ages to get this, so I'm talking to you over this because it's in my bed. My bed's turned into a little box. Sorry, hang on. Let's put you down there. Yeah, I've got Little Cousin Scampy. Come on, Abby, come. Here he is. This is Little Cousin Scampy. Give him a wave. And he is... I love Little Cousin Scampy. So this little puppet means the absolute world to me. Such a girl. Anyway, yeah. So he used... when I got him, I was in secondary school, so I never really ever... had him as a mate, but he used to. So yeah, but Little Cousin Scampy means the world to me. So yeah. Eventually, as time went on, I became an entertainer and wanted to bring Sooty into my act. Then the world of the law came involved, and I couldn't bring Sooty into my act. So I created a character called Flopper. Flopper, I don't have the. Oh no, do I? No, I don't. I created Flopper. I love the man-puppet relationship. That's why we have me and Flopper, me and Gizmo, or Gizmo and I don't know the English. So I created Flopper. I didn't, however, want him to be Sooty in a rabbit costume. So Flopper is actually quite old. You'll probably notice the influences. I wouldn't say he's not influenced by Sooty. Of course he's influenced by Sooty. And in fact, I spoke about the puppet I had of Flopper. I had a rabbit in a hat puppet. I hate saying puppet. I'm very strict on when I've created a character, I never talk about behind the scenes of them. I never call them a puppet or anything like that. But, this video is very special. I created Flopper. So basically, the puppet I had, there were many technical problems. One, it was a rabbit in a hat. It could come out the hat, but it was held because it's made for entertainers. But it was held into the hat with Velcro, so it was very baggy. And in the book, in the Harriet Corbett section, he says make sure you have a puppet that kind of is solid and doesn't fall off your hand. So I had Flopper made properly, and I had a Sooty. I designed a Sooty box. Not helping my cause here, a Flopper box, and he's been in my show, and when I did my one-man show, it was considered the most popular part of the act. Here's Flopper, here he is. I love him, he's like my best mate, honestly, yeah. He's very different to Gizmo. He's actually Gizmo's younger brother, and so basically when Gizmo was Flopper's age, he did the magic, and then now Flopper does it, and Gizmo's older, so he does the scripted stuff. So Flopper just does what he wants, which is plays with magic, and he does his cub badge in my show, don't you? Yes. What am I doing? I'm making a little video. Yes, it's very nice. Okay, you can go now. No, you can go now. You go. Yes, so Flopper, Flopper is my best mate, and when I've developed things with him, you know, in the Harvo show, you can definitely see there is an influence there of Sooty. I like to say he has his own character, so I teach him magic. I'm his magic teacher, but at the same time, I wanted to not have it be known as Harvo and Flopper, you know. But, you know, Flopper at the same time is really a cutie. You are. So, yeah. So, I know it kind of went on a bit of a tangent and sounded like a shameless plug for my show, which it isn't. I want to get off. Yeah. Sooty has... Oh, I need to talk about Sooty's Magic Show, which is a video which came out with... Richard Goodell was hosting at this point. That was my Bible. I didn't have a Sooty puppet at the time, so the Sooty on the video box... I'll try and put a photo here. Was basically my Sooty. That's how I look after. You can go now. Look after Sooty, and I know I've done that gag already, but it's a good gag. Yeah, and so yeah, I love that video. And then Sooty's Magic Club, I watched, and then there was another one which didn't get a wider release. Was Sooty's Magic Birthday Party, which I watched recently because it's on YouTube, and I watched it, and and then there was an episode, I had a Sooty and Co video, which I watched ridiculous. It had a magical voice, bun fight, and Home Alone sweep. And I could watch a magical voice, and I watched it. I think I watched it yesterday, in fact. And then Home Alone sweep, which I also think I watched yesterday. And then bun fight, I was terrified of. It used to terrify me. I don't know why. It's about basically I can't show videos for legal reasons, but the cakes in it would explode and cover you all in cake. Is basically the joke, and they've got to get rid of them, and it obviously it's a complete farce and everything goes wrong. And I used to be scared of that kind of stuff. So yeah, but then eventually I now make a living off that kind of thing. So well, I say a living. So yeah, Sooty. There are so many stories I can tell you about Sooty. I went to see Sooty live recently, like last year. No shame. And Sooty's in pantomime near me, literally near me, so I can't wait. And he's actually Richard Goodell, who now owns the rights to Sooty. He used to own Breen Theme Park. Oh, Breen, I think. I don't know what he used to own. Him and his brother own Sooty, my mistake. And they've just started working at a local... As I said in my visit to Southsea, he's working at a pier. He now works with a pier to introduce new rides and stuff. And that's only down the road from me. Well, it's not down the road, it's on the bus, but it's about an hour bus journey. But there we go. What do you want now? My dinner's ready. I know my dinner's ready. I need to end the video. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll end the video in the traditional way that Sooty used to end. And I've always wanted to do this. Okay, you ready? Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye.